Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of the Girl Next Door podcast. My name is Sean, aka your number one source of fashionably late, but occasionally great pop culture takes. Today we are going to be ranking Disney Channel originals. My girl turned 39 this week. Didn't realize we shared a birth week, but that's okay. I'm gonna pretend that I'm not jealous of her stealing my thunder. No, but yeah, we're gonna switch to the tier list that we have going on for today. That is not the tier list, that is the playlist. Hello. Here we go. Alright. So, couple things. One, if you're watching this in the future, none of this will make sense. I stream every episode of this on twitch.tv/Girl Next Door podcast at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. However, right now it is 10:45 p.m. I started streaming at 9:30, but I was streaming mobile games because Streamlabs started to not open for me. So then I was just like, okay, well, while we're waiting for it to open up, maybe she's just having a bad day. We're going to play like a little bit of Wild Rift just because I have, mobile games working now. And that game went well. And then Streamlabs opened up and I was just like, oh hell yeah, great. I can do a regular stream now. So I closed out of that stream. And then the second I tried to turn on window capture in Streamlabs, what did she do? She crashed, and then she wouldn't let me open her up for oh my god, I think it was almost half an hour. Because at that point I gave up and I started just playing another game. I was just like, okay, well, Streamlabs isn't paying her rent, so I'm just gonna keep playing Wild Rift until she comes back. Which brings us here. Hello. Yes, she did come back from the dead. Finally. But sadly, my last game of Wild Rift didn't go that great. I mean, y'all aren't going to be able to see that because I'm going to delete the VOD, but in case you do want to catch me failing at this fucking game, again, I stream 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Mondays, Wednesdays, and sometimes Fridays on twitch.tv/Girl Next Door podcast. This is going to be the last stream for a little bit because I'm going to be in Boston for the weekend. So I won't be here to stream Friday, and there's a chance that I'll see where I'm at. I don't want to completely write it off, but there's a chance that I might be too tired when I get back to stream on Monday. I don't want to make any promises right now, but I guess I mean we'll see what happens. That long disclaimer aside, like I said, we are going to be ranking Disney Channel originals. For a little bit of backstory, I maybe preemptively chose this topic when I shot out the live message and posted to my Instagram story earlier. That's at not Sean or Sean. That's gonna be in the bio. I'm realizing as I'm saying that, so that's my personal account. There is an account for the podcast itself, but I rarely use it. So I'm just gonna be adding my other socials to the descriptions at this point because I update them more. But I chose this topic a little bit prematurely just because I got really excited at the concept of it. I quickly realized as I was going through Tier Maker that I could not find a good tier list for a little while. I did eventually land on this one. I think this is probably the best one that I was able to get. I do have to do a full disclaimer that it's not a comprehensive list. It doesn't have every single show on it, but it is the longest one, and it does have a combination of the movies and the TV shows. I originally just wanted to do the TV shows because I thought that'd be faster to get through, but then all of those lists were for all of the post 2010s very much Zoomer ones, and I don't have anything against the newer shows per se, but I just didn't watch them. I knew of them. I know that we got Olivia Rodrigo, my girl, from Bizarre but we also got Jake Paul from that show, so don't know if that's like, I feel like that kind of cancels it out. But I didn't see a lot of the shows past. I mean, I think the last show that I remember actually actively watching was Good Luck Charlie, but and even then I that was like the end of the Disney cycle for me, and I was already like I was already in high school at that point. So I'm not gonna know a lot of these shows, and because I do think some of like the newer ones still are on this list. It's why I have I didn't watch or I don't remember tier for this list. This just seemed to be the sort of a good middle ground, I get. Like, yes, it's still missing a lot of stuff. I think it like I do think unfortunately it is missing a lot of the animated series. I don't want to I just want to throw out a disclaimer that the Disney Channel animated shows, specifically the more recent ones, more so than some of the older ones, like, are still iconic. Gravity Falls is iconic. And I don't want anyone to feel bad that they're not on this list. They might be. Maybe I didn't like see them when I was scrolling through the first time to just sort of check to make sure there's a decent variety on here. But overall, I think it was kind of just like, this was the one that I do the most shows and movies from, because all of the other, I feel like Tier Maker is populated by Zoomers. I say as if I'm not like kind of in that generation a bit, but because of that, it's like all these kids that like had like Casey Undercover and Bizarre and Best Friends Whenever and all these other shows that I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck you are. I love that for you though, that, you know, I'm not gonna be like shitty about it, obviously, and be like, oh, like, I remember we had That's So Raven, we had Wizards of Waverly Place and Cory in the House, and all these kids don't have good shows anymore. Because, like, no, I'm not gonna be that guy. I just don't know them, and you're just gonna have to. On the flip side of me being nice to the shows of yours that I don't really know that much about, please don't treat me like an old fart on the internet that isn't cultured. Okay, I haven't watched Disney Channel oh god, probably since 2013 or 14. That's because that's when I stopped having cable, so I didn't really have anything to watch it on. But now that Disney Plus is a thing, like, I have been able to go back and watch some shows that I might have missed, but there's still quite a bit that I haven't seen. It does mean that a lot of the DCOMs, that's Disney Channel original movies for those who don't know, a lot of the ones that I missed that became massive memes on Twitter, I didn't watch until like years after they came out. But I feel like that's going to be like a lot of people though. I feel like a lot of people might have missed out on these DCOMs if they didn't get picked up by a lot of ReactTube. So yeah, without further ado, we're going to read off the tiers. Like with every tier list, I didn't make it, but I did name all the categories because I like inserting a little bit of personality, but somebody else did all the other work. I will put the link in the description of the YouTube video in case you want to do this for whatever reason. If you want to share them, you can like tweet them out to me at oh god, I think my Twitter handle is Squirrel Next Door Pod, but like next is without an E. It'll flash up with Screw at some point. I have a slideshow with my socials going on. I really should get a socials tab though. Or chat command, I guess, for if anybody wants to know, so they can just like click on the links directly. But for the top tier rank, we have Lit Rally Cinema. So this is like the best of the best, but not for all of the best reasons. Like, I want to throw out that like iconically bad Disney Channel movies and shows will go in this tier. I can only think of a couple off of the top of my head that do belong here, so I'm not going to be throwing out the rules too much. Originally, I had like a separate tier entirely for iconically bad, but I figured I might as well just put them all in one, just because I'm really guilty whenever I make these tier lists of having too many tiers, to the point where a lot of them just end up being underpopulated. So it's just like, okay, well, why am I taking up so much space on screen if I'm not going to be using it, you know? So we have Lit Rally Cinema at the top. Right below it is Cultural Reset. That's something that's like still very, very good. It might not be like my personal best, but I fully acknowledge why it is other people's. There's Cute, where it's like, I liked it. You know, it didn't like wow me, but like it's more than watchable, which is like the next tier, where it's just like, okay, well, you know, if it's on or if I don't have anything else to watch, like assuming I still like had cable and it was just whatever movie was on, like I would watch it. I think I'm less likely to do that with streaming now, that I can just like be like, hey, I still haven't caught up on Moon Knight, let's watch that. You know, there's so much choice now that I don't really have a lot of room to be like, oh, I'm just gonna put on this, like, whatever, this looks stupid or this looks fun. So in this scenario, I am I am like 12, 13, and I still have cable, and this just happens to be on after I did my homework after dinner, and I'm just like, okay, I'll watch it. Then there's Flop Adjacent, where it's like, it's not great, but it's not insultingly bad. Like, it's not my pick. I would sort of avoid it. But do I hate it? It's like thin ice. But then like insultingly bad is actually like, I do hate it. And then finally we have Didn't Watch or Don't Remember. I know there's gonna there's gonna be a lot that is just like, oh my god, how have you not seen that? Like, that is like perfectly within like the age group you were at when you were watching Disney Channel at that time, and I don't doubt that. But I also have shit memory, so there's a good chance that I have actually seen it, and I just don't know. Also, ooh, I just realized my, oh no, is it back? Okay. My playlist that I have going on, I just have some Animal Crossing Lo-Fi going on. It's it kind of goes on and off. I'm not really sure what's been going on with YouTube today. It's been having, she's been struggling a bit, especially with like longer playlists. With that being said, let's get started on this tier list. Oh, also, I should also throw out that apparently this tier list, it does break down the shows by season. I'm not going to do that. So like, for example, Boy Meets World shows up here like a bunch of times. I'm just gonna rank the show as a whole and then like leave out the rest, because it's just kind of, it would just kind of clutter up the tier list. And to be honest, I don't remember enough about each season to feel like I can rank those in order, you know, from like best to worst. So just keep in mind that like, if repeats show up on this list, I'm gonna do my best not to not to double up on them by mistake. And also, some of these icons are really, really small and I can't read them. So if I can't read them, I'm gonna throw them in Didn't Watch, Don't Remember. I know for some people they're just gonna be like, how did you not know what that was? Like, that was so obvious. You're right, it probably was, and I'm just stupid. So if I don't recognize it, or if it's like too small and I can't read it and I don't have like the energy to try to try to figure it out, she will also be going to Didn't Watch or Don't Remember. But there is still a chance that I did see it, but I don't know, I just my eyes cannot be trusted. This is also a very small screen, and I can only zoom in so much before something just kind of starts becoming an eyesore for me. I'm hoping all of that makes sense. So we're starting off hot with one that I don't recognize at all. It looks like a bowling one. I think I think this is I I think this is an instance where I don't think I straight up just didn't watch this because I feel like I would have remembered something bullying related. Boy Meets World. Okay, so here's the thing. I was not a Boy Meets World stan growing up, admittedly. I wasn't really if I was going to be watching shows that were from sort of like the 90s era as like a kid of the 2000s, I was really sticking closely with Full House and was Sister the 90s, or was that, I'm pretty sure that was in the 90s. So like my shit was Full House and Sister, to be honest. As far as like Disney stuff was concerned. Well, actually, was Full House Disney? Or is that just, I think that counts. But yeah, so I didn't really watch a lot of Boy Meets World. It has grown on me as I've gotten older. Do I still think it's like super great? I mean, it does cover some serious topics, so I do think that in a way that's kind of iconic. So I think for now I'll put her in the top of cute, but I think as the night goes on, I'll probably consider bumping them up to cultural reset just because of how like influential on other shows probably was. But I think early seasons was like a definite no for me, but the later seasons were my shit. I think in general any sitcom that starts in sort of like high school or middle school, but then like does a college arc is going to be a winner for me, because I feel like we just don't see a lot of shows set in college, or at least I don't anyway. So I don't know. I'll put it in the top of cute for now, and then that might change as the night goes on. And then like I said, I'm not gonna rank season by season. Oh my god, that does remind me. I forgot that they got. I mean, I knew that they got married, but I forgot that it was like during the show. That's like kind of intense. Okay, I did not see Brink. I definitely did not see Can of Worms. I feel like I would have remembered if I did, but that looks terrifying. Ooh, okay, so this was I'm trying to remember which one this was, because I do vaguely remember. I can't read the title, but it's like something about like monsters under the bed. I do vaguely remember it. I don't remember it being bad, but I don't remember it kind of like standing out to me personally. I didn't really like a lot of quote unquote scary movies when I was young. Like these were never like scary. Well, actually, no, that's not true. There were a couple that were like actual nightmare fuel, but like when I think of like Halloween Town, for example, like those aren't that scary. Which was the idea. Like the idea was never to be scary. It was just supposed to have like the element of or the aesthetic of Halloween, but like for like a kid audience. So I think I'll probably put it in watchable. I don't remember it being like aggressively bad. I just don't remember it being great. I don't know what this is. Sadly. Ooh, I do remember I recognize the name of this, but I don't remember watching it. Okay, Horse Sense. Oh, sorry. I don't want to skip over Halloween Town, but just Horse Sense popped up to me. I have not seen that, but now I as a self-proclaimed horse girl, I do kind of want to know what that is. But Halloween Town, I think is okay, for movies where like it has like sequels and everything, I will be ranking those because those are different enough. At least if I remember them well enough. But Halloween Town, I remember most of them distinctly enough to feel like I can rank them. But I'll probably rank them pretty close, to be honest, because I did generally like all of them. Yeah, as far as the original was, I will definitely say that was a cultural reset. Okay, Johnny Tsunami. Johnny Tsunami was cute. And now that I'm thinking about it, I am gonna move Boy Meets World up. Because if Johnny Tsunami is like in cute, then like that definitely is like Boy Meets World is definitely better. I don't have a problem with it. I do like the representation. I just don't really like um sports related content. Or at least I didn't. Well, I maybe a little bit more now, but like I didn't really care about surfing, I guess. Well, it started with snowboarding, right? It was like a snowboarder that then like moves to Hawaii and becomes like a surfer. I think that's the general synopsis of it. Um yeah, I don't know. I don't know Miracle in Lane 2. I don't know this one. Sorry. Um Smart House, Literal Cinema, invented Black Mirror. To be honest, I can confidently put that in Literally Cinema. I think she's iconic. I also like didn't know for the longest time that that was like she plays Leela too, but I guess like the voice, like now that like the more that like after somebody told me that it was like the same voice as Leela from Futurama, I'm just like, oh yeah, no, totally. Stepsisters are from Planet Weird. I did not see it. I can't tell if that's like a really early Disney Channel or if that's like one of like the newer ones, because I feel like the title feels very like 90s. So if it's like an older one, then I'll probably consider watching it. Okay, Color of Friendship is also a classic. Do I remember a ton about it? No. But I feel like I remember enough to know that I mean, like that was like the racism movie for like Disney. Granted, like was it perfect? Absolutely not. um but I mean no movie is. And you know, it's like baby's first steps. I think it like handled the subject matter pretty well overall. In like a way that's like digestible for younger audiences, because at the end of the day, like I don't think there's anything wrong with something being accessible, but I think you also have to acknowledge that like, well, if you know kids are young enough to experience racism, then other kids are young enough to be taught not to be racist. I feel like that's a fair assessment to make without getting too political, quote unquote, even though I don't think being anti-racist is like a political stance. I think you should just not be racist, point blank, period. Okay, 13th year. I have such mixed feelings about like the 13th year, because like on one hand it's low-key like a body horror movie, which I don't love, but it is the movie that is like I remember the most, and it's also the one that like whenever I tell it to people either don't believe me when I say that it exists, or they have the same experience of me where like they totally forgot that it existed, but as soon as someone reminds them, it like triggers a very like latent part of your brain. And they're just like, oh yeah, this is a core memory, and it like similarly makes me uncomfortable. This movie was so fucking weird, dude. It's like a kid who like maybe turns 13. He like turns into like a mermaid. I know that they make like a very clear point on multiple occasions to say merman, not mermaid, but I'm just like, look, he can be a mermaid if he wants. He's not the one that corrects them. It's like the friends that are just like merman, but I'm pretty sure from what I remember is like it doesn't bother him too much. I think he has more things on his mind than like what the proper the proper name or type of mer person he is. I feel like maid doesn't necessarily have to be like a gendered term. I think everybody can be mermaids if they want. But I'm gonna put that in. Okay, it made me feel gross, but at the same time I feel like it taught me like a lot about, like, despite the fact that when it came out, I was probably too young to really have like a grasp of like, I knew what puberty was and what happened during it, but I didn't have that direct relationship or experience with it. So I feel like as I like got older though, even if I sort of forgot that this movie existed, it was still kind of in my DNA at that point. On top of the fact that like I was a swim kid growing up, and I feel like I can like credit that to like to 13th year a little bit. Also, I'm pretty sure that's one of the earliest moments I can personally remember of being like a baby gay a little bit. I mean, it's like shirtless pretty boy like running around for like most of the movie, being like a mer person, and not knowing like how pants worked. So as a kid, like I was as a baby gay, that was like too young to like probably understand more of the logistics of that. I think that was like probably like at least one of my earliest understandings of at least like a boy crush a bit. I'm trying to think of how old I was. I was really, really, really young the first time I watched it. I did not see this one. We're gonna throw that out there. Up and Away. Oh my god. She's cute. I don't know that I love her, but like she's definitely not bad. I do like her more than, we're gonna do this from left to right ranking wise, I think. I do remember liking it more than Johnny Tsunami, but I mean I think Johnny Tsunami is ultimately gonna be like sort of in the bottom of cute pretty consistently. But oh my god, okay, so You Lucky Dog. Okay, I have to confess that this genre of dog movie growing up made me so nauseous. Like I like dogs, but these movies make me question whether I like dogs, because it's all about them being like slobbery and gross, and like the idea is that like the main character, like in all of these movies, the main character starts off not liking dogs, and like to convey that this person doesn't like dogs, they always throw the dogs in like the most chaotic scenario where they're being like super messy, they're knocking over everybody's shit, they're like ruining a kitchen, they're, like I said, they're slobbering everywhere. I think sometimes like piss is involved. I just hate this genre of movie, and that hasn't changed. Again, I love dogs, but this genre of movie where they spend the first act like really putting you into that relationship of the main character hating dogs, and then like we're expected to like love them as like a lovable companion, but the movie really usually makes a solid case against dogs. And I'm like, this isn't the kind of like dog propaganda you think it is. It's actually working against you a little bit. So I'm gonna put her in flop adjacent. I don't remember liking this movie, and I just do not like the genre of movie. Is it insultingly bad? No. But like, do I love it? Definitely not. Xenon, all of the Xenon movies, hang on, I hope all of them are on here. All of the Xenon movies are literally cinema. Like the world building, the costumes, the music, the Disney overacting, everything about this like film franchise is amazing, and I stand by it. If you haven't watched any of the Xenon movies, I think Z3 is probably the best one, personally, because I think that one has a, oh, is it the third one or is it the first one? I know that they have like an in-universe like pretty boy pop star, and like the songs, like the music in these movies do slap, but like in a kind of not a in a very dated way. Like I really like I really like the sort of corny um sort of interpretations of like the future and like space age stuff, and it really leans into that aesthetic. So I love it personally. Excuse me. Even Stevens. Okay, this is probably a controversial opinion. I wasn't a big fan of Even Stevens. I think it's interesting. If you haven't seen the oh god, what's her name? She's the lady who plays like Kim Possible in this character, and then also like she's in Cadet Kelly. Is it Christy Carla Romanos? I could be wrong. I'm so sorry. It's either Christy or Chrissy. I know she has a YouTube channel that like all of like the thumbnails and the titles were so violent. There was so much tea in them. I'm pretty sure the first video of hers that went super viral was why I don't talk to Shia LaBeouf anymore, or people asking me what like my real relationship with Shia LaBeouf is. I think that video is like absolute tea, but I love how she went about it too. That like she wasn't like disrespectful about it, but like she wasn't excusing his like problematic behavior either, and like his like mental struggles and but like also these like abuse allegations that are like awful, and obviously I want to say right now, hashtag believe women, especially believe FKA Twigs, but yeah, it's an interesting video if you haven't seen it, so definitely look it up if you're sort of into that kind of insight, I guess. Okay, also I didn't see the Even Stevens movies, ironically enough, so I can't rank that. um Lazy McGuire is a show that's grown on me. I didn't like it before, like when like as it was airing, but like as I'm older now, like I do like it more. Is she like at the top of my list? No, but like she's at least in cultural reset territory. She's like at kind of probably closer to the bottom of the list personally for me of that tier. But she's still up there. I appreciate like the even if like sort of like the gross evil little brother sort of comedy never hit for me. I did like the combination of just like, oh, like there's her sassy cartoon side that's like saying and doing all the things that she wishes she could say and do, but she's like actually just very like awkward and is like thrown into like all of these like weird situations. It's great. I RIP the adult Lizzie McGuire reboot that we deserved. I know that they pulled it from Disney Plus because they're just like, oh, it's just, they wanted to do mature stuff and the network wouldn't let us, and then they added TVMA content to Disney Plus like over a year later anyway. So it's just like, what was the reason? Well, now she's too busy being on How I Met Your Father, so now she can't do it. Mom's Gonna Date with a Vampire. It's watchable. It is sort of like, I'm not gonna say campy because that's a word that's overused and usually also misused, and I don't think camp is like the best description for this movie. But it is very I should say cheesy, not campy. It's very cheesy, so sometimes I can be in the mood for that, but it's like not cheesy enough to where it's like the endearing level of iconically bad, because it's just not bad, it's just sort of mid. Was it Phantom what? I don't know what this is. Sorry. Is this Quince? I don't know what this is either. It kind of sounds. Is that the one about the quintuplets? If it is, I don't. I mean, I didn't watch it either way, so I still don't know. Okay, a lot of these movies are going into didn't watch, don't remember. I'm exposing myself. Alright, we're just gonna skip to Phil of the Future, which I think, personally, I think Phil of the Future is so good. It's so good. From what I remember anyway. I remember, was it, that was Allison Michalka, right? I'm pretty sure it was like Allison. I remember her being like, in my mind at least growing up, she was like the it girl of that show. You know what? I'll put it in literally cinema. I stand by Phil of the Future. I think it's so good. I think it's it uses the concept really well, but like it recognizes that it's on a budget. And like I think something that understands its budget and doesn't lean too bad into bad CG like is pretty smart television, to be honest. I mean, like, yes, there is certainly elements of like very bad special effects in that show, but like compared to some other shows, it knows its lane. It stays in its lane, and I respect it for that. And I just think it's really fun. Did it make me laugh out loud? No, but it's kind of more of like I mean, the situations are just so absurd that it's like entertaining in that way. So even if the show didn't make me laugh out loud, it was still fun to watch. So I'm personally putting it in literally cinema. Pixel Perfect. Pixel Perfect is so cringe. But like the songs are good. And also like I'm not gonna say it predicted Vocaloids or virtual pop stars, because it definitely wasn't the first one to do it, and it definitely did not perfect that formula. But as far as Disney is concerned, like I think it was pretty good. Do I think it's great? No. And I do think it's like ultimately creepy that like like he was a little creepy about it, like the kid. So I'll put it in cute. I do remember the song kind of slapping. Right on Track, I did not see that one. I think that's what it says. I did not see it. Stuck in the Suburbs. Stuck in the Suburbs. I'm trying to remember because I have seen it, but oh wait, is that the one where oh my god. Is that the one where she gets like the pop stars like pager? No, it's cell phones. Okay, so I don't know why I said pagers then. Like we're past that point. So she it's Brittany, a regular middle school student in the suburbs, accidentally exchanges cell phones with pop singer Jordan Cahill. It had Brenda's song in it. I forgot that. Oh my god, I always forget that Taran Killam was the one that like that played Jordan. It's he was also like on Moody's Point, but I only know him from like mostly from SNL. Even though I did grow with Moody's Point, it never registered with me that he was like the same person. I think Stuck in the Suburbs is honestly okay. Controversial. I'm putting her high though. I think it's like such a fan fiction-y concept. Like just like imagine this, but like it's with like Harry Styles or with like anyone from BTS. That's like Stuck in the Suburbs is fan fiction. It's like it is like insert character YN fan fiction, and because of that, I kind of like that quality about it. So wait, so is That's So Raven on here twice? It is. Okay, so I had to double check to make sure that wasn't Raven's home though. Like I really can't see, like it really is like very small on my screen. I don't know if it looks that way for y'all, but it's very small for me, so it's very hard for me to see. So like I said, because I'm not doing repeats, you know, realistically I probably should have gone through this whole list beforehand to like weed out the repeats, but I didn't because I'm not smart. So we're just gonna go through them while we can, I guess. So That's the Raven is literally cinema. I mean, there's a reason why like you see gifs of it all the time. Granted, it is like it is very unfortunate that two of like the main cast members are like deeply embroiled in controversies that I don't want to get too into in case they might be kind of like triggering for some people, but they're not great. But I can honestly look past it though, because those characters were never that big on the show. So like it does make it harder for Corey in the house though, knowing that Kyle Massey is like allegedly a groomer. I have to say allegedly because I don't want to get like in trouble, but like this, if you have the stomach to sort of consume that kind of story, I'm going off of the information that I have now, so like I'm ready to accept in 5 years if this whole tangent ages very poorly. But the facts are not great. the facts that are there like aren't great. Oh wait, is this the Even Stevens movie? Oh, then what did I put then for the other one? I guess that maybe that was like for Even Stevens season 2. Okay, well, I wish I could like sort of pull all of these down. Okay, so I did not see the Even Stevens movie, so that's where I'm putting that. Cheetah Girls, Cultural Reset. I mean, I don't think that there's much really for me to say about the Cheetah Girls. Like, it's kind of just iconic. Is that a specific title though, or is that just the first one? I think that's just the first one. The Lizzie McGuire movie gets to go all the way to the top. It's literally cinema. Argue with the wall. Like the songs, the boys, the romance. It's like a Girlies Gone Abroad movie done right. I stand by this movie. Like unironically, I love this movie. Even if I don't think she should have, I don't ship her and Gordo like at all. He gives me nothing. He does nothing for me. But Paolo sucks too. So like fuck Paolo. I did not see Tiger Cruise. I have no idea what the hell that is. Oh my god, You Wish. You Wish is watchable. I don't feel kind of here or there about it. Z3 is the best out of... Okay, I'm sorry, Color of Friendship. I am sort of putting you higher than... I'm putting Xenon higher. That's like that's a terrible thing for me to say, but that's just how I feel about it. Z3 is the best one. I'm pretty sure that's like a doomsday plot one from what I remember. Like I think it's like the space station is like gonna crash or something. It's kind of dark actually. I mean, let me double check though, because I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the plot of Xenon 3. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, so this is the one where she goes to like, it's like Woodstock, but it's called Moonstock. It's so corny. It's so tacky. Which is why I love it. Z3 is amazing. I don't know what this is. Cadet Kelly had to grow on me, but I think she's a cute movie. But it did have to grow on me. I didn't like it the first time I watched it. Double Teamed sounds like a sounds very wrong, and I have not seen it. Oh my god, wait, I have to, okay. I do have to check which Lindsay Lohan movie this is. Because I can't tell what it is. I hate that it's... Okay, maybe this is one that I zoom in on. So it's going to make the screen look kind of goofy for a bit. But like, I do need to make sure. Because I have to know my Lindsay Lohan. No, I can't see what it is. I hope somebody... I'll have to come back to it. But... Fuck, I wish I knew which one that was. Because it's probably good. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. It's Get a Clue. Okay, Get a Clue is actually also cinema. Get a Clue is so good. I have that on VHS, I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to remember if it has something... If it's... Wait, is this the one that has problematic shit in it, though? Like, is this the one that has, like, a weird... Oh, okay, no, it's not. I'm thinking of a different movie. Okay, never mind. I mean, I'm sure it probably has, like, something that hasn't aged great in it that I'm just not remembering, but it's not, like, the one that I'm thinking of. Yeah, no, that movie's, like, literally cinema. Is that... I don't know what this one is, so I have to put it there. It looks familiar, but I don't remember enough about it to know. Okay, Lizzie McGuire is like a repeat, so we're gonna keep it away. Halloween Town 2. Halloween Town 2 I think is better than Halloween Town 1. I do like it significantly more. Okay. I don't know what that is. I see the poof though, and like I don't know why my first thought was like the homophobic slur. I know that's not what it is though. Okay, I also don't know what this is. Don't know who you are. Don't know who you are. No, but I see Taj Mahari's on it, and he's like my crush. But sadly, I have not seen this movie. No, I haven't seen. Oh my god, I haven't seen so many of these. Oh, Luck of the Irish. Okay, Luck of the Irish. Luck of the Irish is cute. That was another one that like they went kind of deep on it. I mean, that was when I learned about like anti-Irish like sentiment in the US. It didn't go super deep into it, but it went deeper than probably a lot of your faves might go in. Now that was an interesting movie for me to watch because of like, I mean, was it like a perfect representation? Like, no. But my adoptive family's Irish, so I had members that like kind of related to it to like a different way. So I remember watching that. I think it's cute. I personally think it's cute. It's not my favorite, but like I respect it. I do think Xenon is like a series that like gets better with each movie progressively. So that's kind of the order I'm gonna go with, like 3, 2, and 1. I am sort of tempted to do 3, 1, and 2, but I think I'm gonna sit with this for now. Mr. Young, I did not see. I always saw commercials for it, but I did not see it. Oh my god, Ant Farm? Okay, so we have to talk about Ant Farm. I didn't love it personally. I wanted to like it because China McClain is like, well, at least at the time she was like iconic. I think now she's problematic. I think now we don't claim her, but um God, it's so weird seeing everybody in like the Ant Farm cast doing their own thing though, because like I know that the brother was in like an Ari Aster movie that was like super fucked up. He was like in a short film that was like about like incest and shit. Um, Jake Short is in like a lot of really bad Netflix movies. China McClain is being problematic on TikTok and Instagram, and then Sierra McCormick was in American Horror Stories in like the two worst episodes, I think, and she had like a terrible ass wig in it. It was so bad. Um, I will put Ant Farm in watchable, but it's kind of mostly because the songs were good. I will say season 2 kind of flopped though. Season 2, like taking season 2, sort of removing them from like the ant program and like removing them from like all of like the characters at the school to like putting them into like this like, I don't think it was a government facility, but it kind of gave off that energy. That was a mistake. So season 2 flopped. Season 1 was fine. It wasn't great, but it was fine. Austin and Ally is another example of like the songs being, at least I remember the songs being kind of nice, and I sort of liked the musical humor in the show because like I'm a very musical person, but like it wasn't good. Like the drama was kind of meh, but like I did like the will they won't they, even if it was like pretty obvious that they were gonna get together. I don't know, like that was another show that was like near the end of like my Disney life cycle, but it was the one that I watched the least, I think. So I don't have as much of an attachment to it. I have not watched most of the Avengers animated shows content, kind of period, but definitely like the Disney XD stuff I did not touch. I didn't really watch a lot of Disney XD, to be honest. I don't know what the fuck you are, but you have a puppet and that makes me uncomfortable. Dog with a blog. I mean, again, it's kind of it's dog content, but at least it didn't lean too far into the grossness from what I remember. But again, I just didn't really watch it. I only watched like a tiny bit of it, which is why I can like still put it on the list. Like I was aware of it. It is weird to think that the dog is probably dead now, though. I do know that the main character was from Maine, though. Like her actress is from Maine, so that's kind of what gives her some points a little bit for me. Because like I'm from Maine, but. Girl and Monster. Okay, this is like this is getting into some of the Gen Z stuff. Good Luck Charlie can go all the way to the top. I love Good Luck Charlie. It's so good. I love all the characters. Season 1 is rough, admittedly, but I mean, like, even if the mom is an anti-vaxxer now, which like is like super cringe, I still like the show quite a bit. Especially because they have gays in it. Granted, they were only there for one episode. They weren't like a significant. They didn't play a significant. I mean, they were like the B plot of that episode. That's more than like maybe some networks would even give them, to be honest. But definitely for Disney Channel, like during the daytime slot, I remember people got so mad about it. Which, like, good. Fuck you, homophobes. Jessie, okay. So, here's the thing. I didn't watch Jessie at all until my my boyfriend started trolling me with Jessie. And I will say that she is insultingly bad. I hate that show. It's so, oh my god, it's so racist. R.I.P. Cameron Boyce though. Um, that's pretty sad. But yeah, no, the show is not good. Hang on, I think my playlist just ended. So let me. Did it end or did it freeze? Oh no, it ended. Okay. Um. Well, I'm scared that if I try to load up another one, it's gonna freak out on me. So we're just gonna we're just gonna restart this one. I hope nobody minds. I don't think anybody will mind if I if I restart the playlist. Kicking it. Um. Again, Disney XD content. I didn't really touch it, but I did see some of it. I keep seeing a clip from I don't know Jason Earls plays like the I don't think he's like the master at that dojo, but he is like one of the supervisors at least. I keep seeing a kind of a creepy clip from it that I don't love. Um but again, I don't know enough about it really. So I didn't watch it. Oh my god, Let It Shine. Um on one hand, I'm just like I mean, I don't remember liking it really at all. Um but like Tyler James Williams. Um I'm really sorry if that I just saw that peaked my mic for me just doing that. If that hurt anybody's ears, I apologize. Um to be honest, like I mean it's a movie about confidence. I like that it's like stars like people of color as like the main cast. And the music from what I remember is like okay. But like is it amazing? No. It really isn't. But like it's watchable. It's definitely not a flop. Pair of Kings, I'm sorry. They tried to make I mean it's like I mean, is it a stretch for me to say it's like maybe a little bit racist? I don't know. Google a trailer yourself, or like check out like the any like article on it, and kind of decide for yourself if that's like it's a portrayal of like. Granted, it's a made up culture, so it's not like it's like particularly poking at like any specific thing. But it's like sort of like developing nation kind of um energy a little bit. But I mean, I guess it's supposed to be like a secret sort of. It does draw from like a lot of different cultures, but I don't know. I don't remember the show being good, and then like I I remember when they swapped out Mitchell Musso for like a different brother. I don't know why they like pulled him from the show, or if he just left the show and they just like gave him. They're like, hey, we magically have a third brother, and he's gonna replace that other character. So these are gonna be the pair of kings now. But it's like I hated Zeke and Luther, so I was not going to be on board with like him being in the show, even though like he did redeem himself in Lemonade Mouth for me anyway. So I'm just like I don't explicitly hate him. I mean, obviously I don't because I don't know him as a person, and that'd be kind of psychotic for me to to hold that much ire against somebody just because I didn't like a show that he didn't write or direct or create. I'm assuming this is My Babysitter is a Vampire. I think there are multiple seasons on this, but there's also like the movie. I can't tell which one is the movie and which one's the show. I think the movie is watchable, but the show is low-key kind of cute. So hang on, let me try to find the show. Like it is I do like that they like they acknowledge that these kids are too old to be having a babysitter that's basically the same age as them. But it's like babies like Buffy the Vampire Slayer if like Buffy was a vampire. Like it definitely like wears its influences on its sleeve almost to like rip off territory, but like not entirely. But I don't know, I think it's cute. I personally think it's cute. I might actually put it kind of high, to be honest. Oh, this is I know there was like a ninja one. Is this the one where he puts underwear on his head and becomes a ninja, or am I thinking of a different show? Either way, it's Disney XD, so I didn't watch it. All right, Shake It Up. Insultingly bad. It is like aggressively unfunny. Some of the dance routines really don't hit, and then like I still think it's really funny that like not only was the girl who played Tinka like actually a Republican, but she like she worked on the Trump campaign. That which it's so weird for me to think about. That's really funny though. Also Frenemies. I only saw a little bit of it, but it was enough for me to put it insultingly bad. Same with Geek Charming. Honestly, I know some people find Geek Charming kind of like iconically bad. Are they able to enjoy it because it's like so bad it's funny? I personally just think it's bad. Oh, the Good Luck Charlie movie. I liked the Good Luck Charlie movie. You know what? I'll put it in cultural reset. I feel like not a lot of like there's like when I think of like the Disney Channel sitcoms, girlies that like got their own movies, not all of them were good, but the ones that were, like the Lizzie McGuire movie, or the Good Luck Charlie movie, or the Wizards of Waverly Place movie, like I really liked. So they get to be like in the upper echelons for me. It's not enough for it to be like me to consider it literally cinema, even though the song was very catchy from what I remember. But it's still good. I think it's really good anyway. If Camp Rock is on here, you know they're going to the top. Okay, Lab Rats. So Lab Rats, I will say it is funny that they got Tyler James Williams to play the older version of the main character during like the time travel episode. But I didn't watch enough of it to really have an opinion on it. Like again, it was Disney XD, and I was also aged out of it at that point. I don't know what you are. I'm sorry. Um, Phineas and Ferb the movie. Okay, I didn't watch Phineas and Ferb the movie. Radio Rebel, I will say, is iconically bad. Actually, you know what? I won't put it in cinema. I'll still put it high in like cultural reset because of like the memes that it spawned. But it was just like a consistently very like not good movie. But I mean, like at the same time, it's just like, okay, well, you know, you have somebody who's like unconfident, who's able to find confidence in this like very weird radio persona. I think that's like kind of cute. But yeah, it's definitely not good. But it's like, it's kind of it is, I do recognize why it's very much loved by commentary YouTube. So I know that there's two Spider-Man shows that one was on Disney XD that I did watch. I mean, I think they both were on Disney XD. One of them I did watch, and one of them I didn't, because one of them has Drake Bell in it, which is like cringe. I can't tell which one is which, so that's the downside. Oh wait, I think I just found, okay, this is a side tangent. I did find, okay, so, oh wait, did I, okay, so this isn't the movie, this is the show. I did find the movie, so let me pull up the movie for My Babysitter is a Vampire. 1 second. Cause she's in high watchable, I'll give it that. But yeah, because I can't tell which one is which, Because one of them, because Spectacular Spider-Man is the one that I'm thinking of. That's the one that I watched, and that I really liked that one. But I can't tell from the logo or the art style which one is which. I'm thinking this isn't Spectacular Spider-Man though, so that's why I'll say I didn't watch him. Because I know there's Amazing Spider-Man and Spectacular Spider-Man, as far as shows are concerned. Avalon High. Avalon High had some good ideas. I think. I do like that sort of... I did remember liking the aesthetic of it a lot, but was it good? Like, not it didn't blow my mind. It didn't leave that much of a lasting impression on me, but like, I don't know, Arthurian stuff like translated to like the modern world will like always be kind of entertaining to me. Again, I did not watch Avengers stuff. Camp Rock 2. Okay, so I'm interested to see how everybody feels about Camp Rock 1 in comparison to Camp Rock 2, because I don't like Camp Rock 2 nearly as much as the first one, but it's still good. I think I like the songs are still cute, and then like oh my god, the meme of them like storming into Camp Star with like the with like the dance where they're just like Camp Rock, going through like the Camp Star campus is really fun. Unironically very funny. All right, I don't know what you are. This is another Good Luck Charlie thing, so I'm gonna skip it. Hannah Montana. Okay, so here's the thing. I know that I said I wasn't gonna rank seasons differently, but because Hannah Montana Forever is different, it, like, did establish itself separately from Hannah Montana the series, I will be ranking them separately. And I will say that, like, as much as I thought it was annoying in high school, as somebody who's like fully embodied sort of the melodrama of teen shows, I love how extra Hannah Montana Forever was. Like, that season was so chaotic. Like, the love triangle was stupid. I always forget that Jay Leno was on that show. But like when she reveals that she's Hannah Montana. Yeah, I know. It's a good ass season. It's a very good season, in my opinion. I hated it at the time, but I think it's very good. You know what? You get to go all the way to the top because you are. It's so stupidly dramatic. Okay, I'm with the band. I did not watch it. And then Kicking It is like a repeat, so we're not going to do that. Lemonade Mouth. Literally cinema. I love every single song from that movie. Does the plot make that much sense? No. Is it the adaptation that the author of the original source material probably would have wanted? Maybe not, but like, it's okay because it's just there to like be angsty and give you solid bops. So I like Lemonade Mouth. I don't think that's the popular opinion with like a lot of my friends, but I don't think anybody outright hates Lemonade Mouth. It's definitely one of like the weirder decoms. Okay, skipping Pair of Kings, Phineas and Ferb. I didn't like Phineas and Ferb growing up, but like I do remember all of the songs being really good. So you get to go in cute. Sharpay, oh my god. Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure. Okay, I can't even say she's iconically bad. I think she's flop adjacent. It's not a good movie. Is it insultingly bad? No. Does it ruin the character for me? No. But like, was it needed? Definitely not. Oh my god. Okay, so the Sweet Life movie, I just recently, well, somewhat recently watched that with my boyfriend. It's so bad. But it's like, I mean, it's like painfully unfunny. All of the characters are super annoying in it. Um, but there are parts of it that are a little entertaining to watch. I was thoroughly entertained while watching it, despite the fact that I hated every second of it. So I will put it in watchable because I kind of refuse to put it in like iconically bad territory. But I will say I had a lot of fun. I did get my entertainment out of it. Sweet Life on Deck, insultingly bad. All of the characters are annoying on it. It got rid of all of like the good characters of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and replaced them with very flat, very like stupid people. And it also just made Zack and Cody really annoying as like people. I know the show did have melodrama in it, which you'd think that I'd eat up, but honestly, I did not give a shit about Cody and Bailey, like ever. Wizards of Waverly Place. I think most people can probably people who not me losing wizards. Okay, here it is. Anybody who knows me personally knows how much of a Wizards of Waverly Place stan I am. Like, I will say going back and watching season 1 is like very rough, but like I still love that show. Even if season 4 is kind of a lot. Like season 4 is kind of like, it's kind of the not good version of Hannah Montana Forever, but it did understand that like we have to up the stakes for the final season. And on top of that, like it doesn't send them to college, but it does have them move out, which is like another arc in TV sitcoms that I do like them exploring. If you've like followed them basically through high school, it's like basically if you have like the main characters go to college or just like move out into an apartment, I will probably like that show or like that season, I guess. Okay, Zeke and Luther was the show that I was talking about that like made me not like that person. And it's because it's insultingly bad. I hate everything about it. Oh, is this the is it 16 Wishes? I know it's not 16 Candles because that's the um yeah, 16 Wishes. Okay, 16 Wishes. It's not insultingly bad, but it's not funny. It's not bad enough to be funny. So it is going to be in flop adjacent. For me, anyway. Is it Aaron Stone? Ooh, do I remember Aaron Stone? I did watch it, but like I don't remember if I liked it or not. I'm gonna say I don't remember it. I will say I did watch it, I just don't remember it. I feel like the Lizzie McGuire movie and the Hannah Montana movie are going to fight for the top spot. Like all of the songs on like that soundtrack absolutely hit. Isn't Taylor Swift in that movie? I think Taylor Swift is in that movie. I know Tyra Banks is too. Well, actually no. Was Tyra Banks in that? Hang on, we have to. Oh my god, not sorry, not Tyra Banks. I'm mixing people up so badly. Um Oh no, Tyra Banks was in it. Okay, never mind. I'm not crazy. Yeah, Tyra Banks was in it. Vanessa Williams was in it. Taylor Swift was in it. Yeah, no, like it's an iconic movie. It does have more songs than the Lizzie McGuire movie. I'll give it that. So because of that, wait, hang on. I have to double check. It does have The Climb. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Lizzie McGuire movie, but like this, it has The Climb. It has The Climb. I forgot how long this list is. We're gonna have to kind of start zooming through these. Hatching Pete is cute. I think I think the trend that you're probably gonna see is like I do gravitate towards stories that are about gaining confidence because I was not a very confident kid. I'm still not a very confident adult. I feel like people could probably tell that. I feel like I skipped a row entirely. Okay, so Jonas and Jonas LA I will also rank differently because they are very different shows. I will say Jonas is cute. Like I say it was cute and then I put it in watchable. Maybe it's still like at the top of watchable. Jonas LA. I did not like Jonas LA. I'm putting it, but like I didn't hate it. I think the drama didn't really hit for me. So I'm gonna put her in flop adjacent. I'm sorry, Jonas. The song is kind of catchy though. Princess Protection Program. Princess Protection Pro. You know, I'll give it cute. It is the last time we get to see them, Selena and Demi, be friends. But the concept is kind of I mean the concept's kind of dark if you really think about it, but it does have fan fiction energy to it, so like we do love that. Starstruck does too actually, but I didn't like Starstruck as much though. I don't think it's enough for me to put it in flop adjacent though. Sunny with a Chance. I didn't really like Sunny with a Chance personally, but I will say Mackenzie Falls in some of the bits did make the show watchable for me. Like the Real Princesses of New Jersey and Mackenzie Falls were like funny. I don't know if that's enough to keep it out of flop adjacent though. I'll put it at the very, very bottom of like watchable, and I don't think it's gonna leave that spot. Okay, Wizards of Waverly Place the movie. That was another really, really good one in my opinion. So that's gonna go right here. There we go. Camp Rock is, hang on. I love Camp Rock. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in cultural. Actually, no, this one's say cute. But Camp Rock is literally cinema. I agree with the wall. Cory in the House. Okay, so here's the thing. I really did like Cory in the House growing up. I think Myra Walsh did like a really good job as like a character, even if it was like a little bit problematic. And like obviously all of like the Cory in the House memes, like I do have to acknowledge it. But again, Kyle Massey is like, ugh. If you have the time, Google it. Okay, Dadnapped was cute. I, I, I don't really know how to explain that much more than that. It is cute. Okay, so like I said, Hannah Montana Forever was going to be ranked separately from Hannah Montana. But the show itself, I will say, I rank it above Hannah Montana Forever a bit. Yeah, I'll put it here. That feels fair. I mean, it's interesting to know what everybody's rankings for High School Musical are. Like, 1, 2, and 3. I know some people stand by the second one being their favorite, but personally, I think the first one's my favorite, which is really funny because, like, Zac Efron doesn't even sing in it. But yeah, I will say the High School Musical is like, I mean, if High School Musical goes anywhere other than like Cultural Reset or higher, then like I've been like replaced by a changeling. Ooh, Minutemen was also cute. It was very cute. Sorry, I'm getting lost in this list now. There's like so many. There's so many. Cheetah Girls World Tour. She's cute. I don't love her, but she's cute, I guess. I have to kind of put her lower than the other ones. Twitches too. Oh my god. Okay, so Twitches in general I love. Twitches 2 I didn't love as much. As much as I like the world building and it does give them like a happy ending with like their parents, I still like the original more. If I can find it, that will be going in literal cinema. Cowbells. Cowbells was cute. It has Ellie and AG in it, so like I'm gonna like it, but okay, here's the original Twitches. I do remember like the darkness, like as a kid, actually did give me nightmares though. Like I'm not ashamed to admit that I was like that stupid. Alright, High School Musical can go all the way up until literally cinema. Period. Where did I put Tsunami? Because I do remember I liked this one a tiny bit more. Okay, sorry. We're gonna quick do Jump In, which I thought was just kind of, it was just watchable. It wasn't bad, but it was watchable. But Read It and Weep is literally like, Read It and Weep walked so Lexi's play in Euphoria could run. I think she is a cultural reset. Halloween Town 4's was, I recognize what that's not everyone's favorite. But I don't think she's bad. I think she's cute. Let me rearrange these though. Alright, Cheetah Girls 2. Did I already do Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, or did I skip over it by mistake? Because if I didn't, then I'm gonna put them at... Look, I'm a twin, so I was going to love this show. But then like all of like the side characters are so good. It's such like a well developed world in my opinion. It also takes place in New England, which is where I grew up. So yeah, I'm gonna put in Cultural Reset. I didn't see Now You See It. I'm realizing I'm jumping around now, but it is what it is. Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior. Literal cinema. It's such a good movie. I'll put it here. I love it. I think it's cute. Alright. I didn't see Best Friends whenever. I didn't see Bizarre I know that's where we got Olivia. I didn't see Bunked, but I know that was like a weird sort of spin-off show of like a bunch of other shows. I think it spawned from Jessie, didn't it? I could be wrong. I didn't watch The Descendants, so I don't watch its like other series either. Ooh, Girl Meets World. I'm going to be honest, I didn't like Girl Meets World. I didn't watch all of it through, so I can't judge it too harshly, but I keep the fucking communist clip that I saw on Twitter for a bit. I was just like, I can't believe they really like shoved this down people's throats that hard. Like the anti-communist scene. Her dad's like a prick in it, from what I remember. I'm trying really hard not to do accidental duplicates, but I have a feeling I've already done like a bunch. Ooh, I didn't watch I Didn't Do It. That's come up a lot though. In like all of like the lists that I was like searching through, like I Didn't Do It showed up so much. I didn't watch Teen Beach Movie. Teen Beach Movie is kind of weird because like they travel like back in time to like where I mean I guess they're doing like a world where like racism doesn't exist from what I remember. Maybe they did actually touch on it, I don't remember. It was very odd. I mean, like, hey, look, I get it. Like, the 50s, 60s aesthetic is fun. I wish we didn't have to have, like, racism to, like, deal with it. I didn't watch Casey I didn't watch a lot of Zendaya stuff. It's kind of funny having so like I'd known her from Shake It Up, and then there was just like a gap in Disney content. So it was like Shake It Up, and then like the next thing I saw her in was Euphoria, which like was very jarring, obviously. I'm seeing lab rats on here a lot, so does that mean that they just got like a lot of seasons? I mean, good for them, I guess. Okay, Zapped, I will say, is insultingly bad. Like basically she has like an app that controls boys like dogs, and it's like kind of gross. And like also like her love interest is like literally 30. Yeah, I didn't watch Murphy's Law. I already did that like earlier, but okay, so the Kim Possible movie, insultingly bad. The Kim Possible show, iconic. But the Kim Possible movie is like iconically bad. Not iconically bad, it's just straight up bad. I just lost it. I don't even feel like looking for it, to be honest. Because I don't want to perceive her any longer. Yeah, I don't know what so many of these are. I like really fell off with Disney, huh? I know. Okay, so I didn't watch Andy Mack, so I have to put her there. But I do know that they have a canonically gay main character in the show, and that he has like a major arc, and he's allowed to be gay. Like he's allowed to have crushes. So that's a pretty big deal. It's also from the same creator of Lizzie McGuire, I'm pretty sure. So again, I can't put it higher than that because I didn't watch it, but I am aware of it. Um, I don't know what so many of these are. Okay, Alex versus Alex was Alex versus Alex was kind of frustrating to watch because it was like everybody being kind of mean to her for I mean that was season 4 of Wizards in general. It was like people being like kind of aggressively mean to Alex for very little reason. But like it was still a cute watch. And like I find myself relating to it more and more as I get older. Wow, we're almost done with the list. Thank God, because I'm so tired. I know that I was the one that's like subjected myself to this list, but okay. So I have watched a tiny bit of Raven's Home, and like I want to give it the benefit of the doubt, but to be honest, like she flopped. Maybe there's other episodes that are good, but the ones that I did see, like I did not. I was not enjoying it. Was it insultingly bad? No. Did it ruin my relationship with the original show? Absolutely not. But is it good? Not from what I remember. That's kind of all I have to say on it. I did not think this tier list was gonna take as long as it has, to be honest. I told myself this like, oh, this is gonna be a cute short stream. This will be fine. And it's like, granted, I guess it is shorter than like my other streams, but like, I had to play games longer, so it kind of evens out to like roughly 2 hours at this point. So we're getting there. Okay, I didn't watch Under the Sea. I have no idea what Sydney and Max is. More Avengers stuff. This feels. I feel bad. Probably the rest of this list is going to be pretty boring because it's like, because it's just stuff I straight up didn't see. But it is what it is. Okay, I already ranked a couple Guardians of the Galaxy stuff, but whatever. Alright, I'm just gonna double check one last time to see if I missed anything, but I'm pretty sure this is like all that I at least bother to want to rank. Alright, yeah, I think that's our list. Oh my god, there's so much I didn't watch or don't remember. And then like, even then, the show, like, there's so much Disney XD stuff, but there's like very little like Disney animated series is on here. Like there isn't like, there's no Brandy and Mr. Whiskers, there's no Fish Hooks, there's not Gravity Falls, there isn't Amphibia, at least from what I saw. So there is stuff that, like, granted, like those ones are newer, and I ended up mostly watching those through streaming rather than like when they were actually airing. But I mean, ultimately, you know, Disney has some hits. I'm glad I used most of the categories this time. I don't feel like anything was really like underpopulated. I do think Didn't Watch was overpopulated, but like, I mean, there's nothing I can really do about that, you know, like that's just how it is. I love that I just complained. There's like, oh my god, this stream's going on for so long, I'll never get to the end of this tier list. And we just did. But it's okay, because to be honest, like this, I mean, we're on like an hour and 40 minutes in, but then it's like also adding the fact that we had like about an hour of, well, we had like 40 minutes of gaming, like unrelated gaming, and then like a ton of tech issues that just left me offline for a bit. So this is roughly around the time that I would be getting offline anyway. So I think with that, we're probably gonna figure out somebody to raid in a bit. I don't know who's still online. Okay, I don't personally see. Ooh, actually, you know what? Sleepy Siren is streaming Genshin. Okay, so fun story time for me. So I finally got a 5-star in Genshin. I've been playing it for like a bit, and I haven't rolled anything, like, or I guess not rolled, but I haven't pulled a 5-star the entire time. I finally got Ayato. I'm just like, oh my god, I'm excited, and I just stopped playing the game like entirely. Like I haven't played it in like several weeks at this point. I don't know if I'll ever pick it up again. Personally, it is just chilling on my phone. I definitely wouldn't stream it because honestly I don't think it's like probably that interesting for me to stream on mobile, especially because it just turns my phone into a hot potato, so I wouldn't even be able to stream it for that long. So I just don't think it'd be probably worth it. But if I get like a better computer, or when I get a better computer, then like I'll consider streaming it. Or if it gets ported to Switch, which would be dope, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. Sadly. That's completely unrelated. But we'll probably raid her. So just a reminder though, I will not be streaming on Friday and like this Friday, which isn't gonna matter if you're watching this on YouTube in the future, because you're not gonna know what I'm talking about, because I will be in Boston. I'm not going to PAX, but it is the same weekend as PAX. And then I don't know if I'll be streaming on Monday or not, because I might be too tired to stream again, you know, like it happens. But with all that being said, thanks to everybody who stopped through. I know it was kind of like a god, it was a rough night to get through with like the tech issues, and I like started late, and this tier list was a lot longer than I expected it to be, and it was like 90% of things that I didn't see, but I do appreciate everybody who came through. we're gonna call it a night. I want to say early because I'm looking at like the uptime for like stream, but then like I also see like on my clock it's like almost 12:30. And just like, yeah, I need to go to bed. But I'll see you all next week. Ooh, I should. What should I be remembering? I'm like so good at this now that I've definitely memorized my outro, right? But yeah, no. If you're watching this in the future, I stream Monday, Wednesday, sometimes Fridays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time at twitch.tv/Girl Next Door Podcast. I hope y'all have a good weekend. Well, rest of your week and then weekend. I'll see you soon.